What's goody with y'all, man? Yo, what's up, man? Yo, man, this is Reef'Lik.
And this is Leaky.
And this is Reef'Lik. ANIMEHORRORGANG. What's goody with y'all, man? Got another video, man.
Today we're going to be reacting to GeoGraphics, something new.
Yeah, man, y'all, we never reacted to him before, but we always seen him on YouTube talking about these different animal videos and stuff. So he got a couple of horror joints on his channel. So, yo, shout out to him, man. Please show him some love and support, man.
So please like, comment, subscribe, and join our big happy family.
Yeah, man, join the family, man. AnimeHorrorGang, man. Once you join the family, man, you're a supreme Kai. You're a loser. You're a supreme loser. Once you join AnimeHorrorGang, man, you already know, man. Yo, man, about to definitely check this video out, man. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share our videos as well, y'all. And also, we are at our 1 year anniversary. Almost there, man. We're about to celebrate our 1 year pretty soon, man, on the channel. You already know, man. Show all the fun times we had on the channel. Give our experiences on the channel of what's been happening with us and stuff. So we can't wait to make that video, y'all. So please sit back, relax, and let's begin. AnimeHorrorGang. Let's get it. Hey, y'all, what's goody with y'all, man? Let me see. Wait, man. No, don't move this thing. Oh, yeah, man. Y'all, we just messing with the light.
Keep it on that.
Oh, not like that. All right. We're going to do like this. All right, y'all, my bad. We was just messing with the light a little bit. But, yeah, y'all, we're going to check out when animals become serial killers. Okay, so this is our first time reacting to them. Yo, man, we're about to really check this out. It say, warning, the following video contains graphic descriptions of some of the most brutal animal attacks in human history. So, these animals get active.
Yeah.
They get active. Y'all already know how animals are. Like, I wouldn't even approach some animals. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a rhino or something like that. Or a hippo.
Lions, tigers, and bears.
All that, y'all. Please, y'all, with caution, please don't go into the wild just trying to act like you're all cool with the animals. Trust me, they're wild animals. That's why they're wild animals.
Yeah.
They're not pets.
Nope.
I don't understand people keeping lions and tigers as pets. I understand it's cute when they're babies, but when they're like big, nah, son.
Yeah, that is too much.
Nah.
Right there.
But yeah, let's get in this video. We won't hold y'all up, man. AnimeHorrorGang, man.
The following video contains graphic descriptions of some of the most brutal animal attacks in human history. Viewer discretion and a fresh change of clothes are strongly advised.
What?
And happy Halloween. The African wilderness houses some of the most dangerous wildlife found on Earth.
Man.
But what happens when one of its most feared predators starts hunting humans? In 1898, the British government decided to build a railway spanning from a port in Mombasa to Lake Victoria. The project was nicknamed the Lunatic.
I heard about this one.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Time and resources, along with being unnecessarily dangerous. So dangerous that most African natives refused to be involved in construction. So the British imported thousands from India to work on the bridge. These workers are both unfamiliar with the African brush, along with all the lethal animals in it. It wouldn't be long until several workers would go missing, but at first the British government brushed them off as deserters. But as the number of missing men grew larger, soon the horrific truth would come out. A pair of maneless male lions had been attacking the unsuspecting workers. Lions don't typically view humans as viable prey, and adult lions are actually naturally wary of humans. But lions are also incredibly adaptable, and these lions were hunting the workers like they were gazelle. While the men were working on the bridge during the day, the two lions were nowhere to be seen. It wasn't until they turned into their campsites for the night that the lions showed up. These lions would slip into the campsites undetected and drag helpless workers out of their tents.
Yo, I couldn't imagine that.
But that's the thing, is scary. It's like, so basically, they're watching you.
Yeah, but they are. Think about it, like, imagine you just got off like a grueling day. You're trying to put together like what you call
or just coming off of work. Like you're just like it's a shift. You had a long, gruesome shift, like a good 6 to 6 shift, or just whatever shift they're doing. Can you imagine you're trying to get in for the night and then like you're just being preyed on by an animal? Sorry for cutting you off, but that just baffles me that you're working all day but you're getting targeted.
Mm-hmm. The thing about it was that all they had was just a tent and what you call it. And the thing about it is, man, like they couldn't tell when exactly they were coming to.
But that's the thing, y'all. It's like, man, like, I mean, that is sad, and I don't want to see nobody go through it. But it's like, come on, we're in Africa now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, like this is their territory. Territory. Like you can't like ignore the fact that there's wild animals out here. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta realize, like, yo, we're playing in a dangerous zone right here.
Yep.
I hope y'all know that there's some wild animals that probably is watching us, and they was really stalking them. So it's like, it's kind of like, can you really blame the animals?
Man.
But it's like, man.
I can't imagine hearing that too.
But can you imagine you at your tent, and then you see a lion just come in your tent grabbing you? I would lose my mind. I will lose my mind.
In one gruesome attack, one of the lions had grabbed a well-respected and powerful sick worker and ragdolled him out of his tent, while the other workers could only listen to his bone-chilling screams of agony. The next day, his fellow workers found him, and from the position he was sitting in, it appeared as though he had survived. But as the men drew closer, they realized not only was he completely lifeless, but the lions had licked the skin completely off his cheeks, which formed a grisly smile. The men tried building thorn fences called bomas to keep the lions out. Unfortunately, nobody told the men that lions can leap well over 10 feet and easily clear a boma. And as the attacks and the missing men piled up, the lions started getting more confident. At first,
10 feet? Lions can leap 10 feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all, that's taller than Shaq. Think about that. The world's tallest man ain't even 10. Is he 10 feet? Like 8 feet. They're clearing him. So can you imagine? Y'all, getting up in the tree is not even the best bet. You can't even swim either, because can they swim?
Man,
I think lions can swim. Man, that's disgusting. That's disgusting how they're talented like that.
And while early on, only one of the rogue males would enter the campsite at a time, soon they'd start slaughtering workers together. In one chilling incident, they had moved the site of a hospital which the lions had began targeting. They moved the hospital over a mile away and set up the new hospital as a trap for the lions. Only a day later, the lions found the new hospital and continued their carnage. The lions even appeared to have plot armor. At one point, they had succeeded in trapping one of the male lions, but when the enraged predator started tearing the trap apart, panicked sepoys opened fire and missed every shot. One shot managed to spring open the trap door and the lion to slip away.
Wait a minute, let me move this
You
up.
missed every shot?
It appeared as though the lions had gone from killing to eat to just killing.
How is
We
that?
don't know just how many lives were taken, but according to Lieutenant John Patterson, up to 135 men were lost by the time the lions were finished. And we don't know for sure what led these lions to go on a human hunting spree.
Oh,
One of the
man.
lions was causing a painful infection that may have been too debilitating to hunt his usual prey, forcing him to seek out easier targets. One theory is that in the past, Arab slave trade caravans would run through Savo, and men that would have made no money on the market, like the old, injured, sick, or dying, would just be tossed down into the brush. It's possible that these lions of Savo were fed by these crimes against humanity, and learned that humans as a food option is never completely off the table.
Damn.
The war nuclear forced my family to flee.
Damn.
Mother and
That's
grandmother
right.
lived their entire lives
That's
behind
disgusting,
the
son.
door.
That is disgusting. That is sick.
In July 1945, a U.S. Navy heavy cruiser delivered uranium to the island of Tinian for what would end up being the...
Before we start this, what is your biggest... What animal that you do not want to encounter?
Shoot, man, like, what animal that I do not want to encounter?
Like, at all. Like, you know when you see it, you're going to be petrified.
I would have to say snakes.
Out of all the animals in the world, a snake,
or what you call it, man.
Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all mine. If I'm in the ocean and I seen a shark, I'ma lose it. I might die off the spot. Cause it's like, y'all, just I know they said sharks are huge. So can you imagine, like, I'm just sitting up there and I'm realizing that there's really a shark that's coming to me, knowing that it's going to kill me. And then on top of it, the scariest thing about sharks, they camouflage with water.
Yeah.
So it's like, can you imagine you can't even see the shark coming until it's too late? Son. What was you about to pick?
She was either that or what you call it. She was either a tiger or a lion.
Yeah, y'all, never.
Man, imagine them teeth around your neck.
It's just the point, like, and they saying their tongues is so crazy. It's like
their tongues are so, what you call it, like hard to the point it can lick the skin off your.
That is wild. That is wild.
Which would be dropped in Hiroshima, Japan.
Damn.
Japan would get its revenge when a torpedo struck the USS Indianapolis as it was en route to the Philippines. In only 12 minutes, the imposing military cruiser was underwater, along with anyone unlucky enough to escape in time. Although, considering what would happen, maybe they were the lucky ones. Because as the stranded crew floated adrift in the Philippine Gulf, they quickly realized they had a major problem. Sharks, like
that's your fear right there,
were stalking the hapless sailors.
This is my fear. This is my fear. I can't. Y'all, there was a video of a man on the ocean where the sand was at, right? Did you know a shark, at the last second, a shark brushed his mouth past his head and it went by? Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, my heart just dropped. Can you imagine you're in the middle of the ocean and you floating and then you see a shark pouncing you quick?
Yeah.
You're not going to recover from that.
Nope.
You're not.
At first,
you're dead.
The casualties, feeding on the bodies of the deceased. But soon, they turned their attention to the survivors. As much as the sailors tried to hold together, invariably, someone would drift away from the group. And that's when the patient sharks would move in. According to survivors, the men would thrash around and scream hysterically before being pulled under. And only a short while later, a life jacket would resurface. And nothing else. And as the dehydration, intense exposure, and saltwater poisoning took its toll, some men would hallucinate that they were being rescued and would swim away from the group towards a ship that wasn't there, not realizing they were paddling towards their own death. Even worse,
oh my God!
Shipmates, forcing them to literally cast them off towards the sharks. This living nightmare lasted 5 days, and when salvation finally came, only 317 out of the 1,196 men could be accounted for. But the psychological torture...
That is scary. Can you imagine you're out in that ocean for 5 days? Yeah. And the ocean is cold.
Yeah, I will.
The ocean is not warm. The ocean is cold.
I would have been completely unedged, though.
I would not sleep.
At all.
For 5 days straight? I'm going to try my best not to sleep. Man, I would have lost it. This is my biggest fear. I will lose it.
The first captain to ever be court-martialed for losing his ship, and the reasoning was because he didn't zigzag. Even Commander Hashimoto, the guy that sunk his ship, testified that there was nothing McVeigh could have done, but it didn't matter. America had its scapegoat, and it was him. McVeigh regularly received hate mail and threats of violence from the
Wait a minute, what happened with him?
But the psychological torture didn't end there for some of them. Captain Charles B. McVeigh would become the first captain to ever be court-martialed for losing his ship, and the reasoning was because he didn't zigzag. Even Commander Hashimoto, the guy that sunk his ship, testified that there was nothing McVeigh could have done, but it didn't matter. America had its scapegoat, and it was him.
What?
McVeigh regularly received hate mail and threats of violence from the family of the fallen. In 2000, he would be exonerated and found to have committed no wrongdoing, but not before the harassment and crippling survivor's guilt would break him. On November 6, 1968, the captain that had survived war, man-eating sharks, and dehydration took his own life while holding a toy sailor he had been given as a boy for good luck. The true monsters of this story weren't the sharks.
That's sick. So he just didn't even.
Is man, like, if anything, I feel like nobody deserved that, but man, nobody deserved that, but it's like, I don't know how it was, man, but
My name's Mike.
that's just sad.
that's
right
that's
there.
disturbing. That's really disturbing. Rest in peace to them, man. Oh my god.
The most dangerous bear in the world isn't the grizzly bear or even the polar bear, but it's widely considered to be the sloth bear. Because where adult grizzlies and polar bears have no natural predators, sloth bears regularly run fades with tigers and leopards. That generational trauma means you have an animal that has all the tools of a predator, but the mindset of prey. And that makes them
Dude, look at that
terrifying.
joint's face.
The fact that habitat loss and encroachment causes them to come into constant contact with humans only makes it 10 times worse. The sloth bear of Mysore was infamous for unaliving 12 people and severely injuring another 24. Armed with wolverine claws and a devastating bite, sloth bears have a nasty habit of attacking the faces of their victims. Those that survived often lost an eye or a nose or had a chunk of their cheek ripped off. Those that
my
didn't survive
god.
often had their faces torn off completely, and in some cases the bear ate the bodies of its victims. A far cry from the insects and fruits this baloo of the jungle usually eats. Other bodies recovered had hands missing, and in some cases their entire chest cavity ripped open. Some describe the birth injuries as being the work of an animal with the intent, but not necessarily the knowledge to kill. Kenneth Anderson had attempted to hunt the bear, while also saving a man who had been mauled to the point of sheer incapacitation. As Anderson tried carrying the man to safety, it got dark fast, which was probably why he didn't see the rock that tripped him and caused him to break his ankle. The immobilized Anderson survived the night, but the man he tried to save didn't. Anderson would be the one to put the murderous bear out of commission, but we still don't know what made this usually termite-eating bear go full Jeff Dahmer. Maybe it was revenge for a previous attack or a lost cub. Maybe everyone has a limit, and that bear hit his. The next story takes place on Ramri Island, off the coast of Myanmar, which borders China, Bangladesh, and India. In 1945, the British pulled up with the intention of establishing a new air base, but first had to contend with the Japanese Imperial Army, which had already captured the island. The British flanked the Japanese, who, rather than surrender, opted to try to escape by cutting through miles of dense, boggy, uncharted mangroves. As they did, the British circled the mangrove swamp, essentially straining the men to unforgiving terrain. Venomous snakes, spiders, and disease-carrying mosquitoes were almost an afterthought after the men realized they had waded directly into saltwater crocodile territory. What happened
Yo, I would have been so paranoid, man, where I'm stepping.
Crocs converged on the defenseless soldiers, first picking off the ones that had already passed test,
Man.
before moving on to the struggling and infirm. One British soldier described hearing 3 distinct sounds: the incessant firing of rifles overhead, the erratic splashing of excited crocodiles, and the blood-curdling cries of the men being dismembered and devoured alive.
Oh, man.
According to him, the sounds were deafening. Some men sought to take cover in the trees, only a couple feet above the marauding reptiles, when they made a horrific discovery. Crocs can easily launch themselves several feet out of the water, and the men that hadn't climbed high enough were caught in those snare trap jaws and torn to shreds.
Damn.
Realization was the intelligence of the cold-blooded predator. According to multiple sources, the crocs would use their tails as battering rams to slam against the base of the trees, hoping to knock loose a prize like a twisted human piñata. Like African crocodiles camping in rivers during great migrations, these crocodiles seem perfectly content to bide their time. We have no way of knowing exactly how many lives were lost on that island, but we do know it was very likely in the several hundreds. We also have no way to confirm just how many were taken by the crocodiles, and how many simply flatlined to dehydration, sickness, other wildlife, or simply casualties of war.
That
However,
is
this widely
wild.
considered to be the most lethal crocodile attack in human history. And since saltwater crocodiles are capable of living 70 plus years, the chances that at least one of those same crocodiles are still there are low, but they're not zero.
Man.
Crocodiles are one of the most stubbornly resilient things on Earth. They've been around for about 200 million years and have barely changed. And with a wide-ranging diet and few if any...
Let me go back. Let me go back.
About 200 million years and have barely changed. And with
Can you imagine that charging at you?
Man, if anything, that last one, like, dude, man, I couldn't imagine that, like, dude, man, like, you're trying so hard to get away from these, like, not only you was going through a war, trying to be sure that trying to make sure you don't get hit by bullets and all that stuff while you're trying to escape through the, we call it swamps and stuff. But you also gotta worry about hundreds of crocodiles too,
and deadly mosquitoes and snakes. Like, yo, I just can't imagine this coming charging at me.
That's impossible, man.
This is disturbing. This picture scares me. This picture really scares me.
It's like it's smiling too.
With any natural predators, crocs can live virtually anywhere there's warmth and water. So it makes sense that one of the most infamous animal serial killers of all time was a crocodile. Gustav was an 18-foot reptilian Ted Bundy. 300 names missing from the census.
What?
According to legend, the massive Nile predator was too bulky to hunt the typical fish, antelope, and zebra, leading him to go after bigger, tougher game like hippos, buffalo, and even humans. The Burundi butcher would allegedly hunt any line of sight without prejudice, and like all crocs, his favorite method of hunting would have likely been lying in wait in the water before exploding and unleashing a 3,000-pound bite force to crush whatever jaws, before using the infamous death roll to shred their victim into bite-sized chunks. It's likely most human casualties were adults collecting water and children playing in the shallow end, not realizing the disturbance was basically ringing the dinner bell. Gustav was also disturbingly indestructible, with several eyewitnesses describing what they swore were bullet wounds tattooed across its armored skin. But the eeriest part was that for a monster nearly the length of a bus, Gustav was unexplainably never caught.
Dude, that thing is long like a cheese bus, bro. I just can't picture something being big like that.
Dude, I've been so scared, man. Like, dude,
that's disgusting. That's just very. And it's crazy they camouflage themselves so good you can't even tell. Like right now, I literally thought those was rocks.
Man, that was his head right there. That's his eyes opening.
Gustav was nowhere to be found. We don't know how old he is, how long he had been hunting humans, just how many people had been lost to him, or even if he's still alive. There were some reports of Gustav having been shot by a hunter in 2019, but with no photographic evidence, there's still a chance that he's out there prowling the rivers of Burundi. The way I see it, there's only 3 possible options. 1, he's dead. 2, he's still out there serving as unethical population control. Or 3, he has NordVPN. Because NordVPN creates...
Oh, I like how he threw that in there. Yo, that was smart, bro.
IP address, allowing you to go off the grid untrackable and untraceable, just like Gustav.
I liked how he incorporated his content into this.
Yeah.
Yo, I liked that. Yo.
If you want to enjoy the perks of Australian entertainment,
Yo, that's messed up, son. Me and that kangaroo would have had to fade.
2,000-pound Gustav with fast, reliable servers, you never have to feel like you sold your speed for security. With NordVPN's threat protection, you can enjoy your internet.
Let's just play for a little bit.
By ads,
yo, that's smart, man.
The most out of your streaming service. Go to NordVPN.com/casualgeographic for a huge discount on a 2-year plan with an additional 4 months free. With Nord's money-back guarantee, it's virtually risk-free. Script Jaws was something you're not getting back.
Albion Online is a sandbox MMORPG.
That's scary about that thing, man. 18 foot?
Man.
And 3,000 pounds death bite?
Locals in Malawi were so terrified of one animal that it drove 4,000 of them to completely abandon their villages to seek refuge. The marauding beast had mauled 3 people into chalk outlines and severely disfigured another 6.
Mauled them into chalk
outlines.
That's disgusting how he like how he phrased it.
A woman had gotten her jaw completely detached.
Oh, wait a minute, what?
And one for life, with some missing both hands and other 16. Those that survived were essentially crippled for life. Some missing both hands and legs, with others missing eyes and ears. In one gruesome attack, got her jaw completely detached. The mysterious assailant was so feared and avoided capture for so long that some believe that the attacks were the work of a supernatural creature. In truth, these people were being stalked and hunted by a rabid hyena. Although the most devastating bite of any land mammal.
Yeah, they do got, man.
But as many will tell you, anything that gets rabies quickly becomes a different kind of animal. Especially when that animal has jaws strong enough to amputate an elephant.
That's an elephant foot.
Terrorized the people of Malawi for weeks. But whether the actual animal responsible for the maimings was caught and killed was was never confirmed.
This thing was eating This thing was breaking off elephant's foot?
Yeah.
The infamous animal mass murderer of all time lived in Nepal in the Kumaon district of India. The Bengal tiger of Champawat was believed to be responsible for 436 less people on Earth. According to research, the carnage started in Nepal, but when hunters were called in, the tiger successfully evaded all of them. Eventually, she was driven out of the area and swam across a river and invaded India, where the attacks only got worse. The homicidal big cat would typically target young women and children, and would often travel up to 20 miles following the kill, making it that much harder to capture her. And unlike most tigers, who typically hunt during dusk or dawn, the man-eater at Champawat almost exclusively caught bodies during broad daylight. She became so reviled that locals no longer referred to her as a cat, but as the Devil of India.
Devil of India.
Oh, that scared me, look.
My God, man.
Can you imagine hearing that while getting
I'd be
attacked?
so scared.
Or paralyzed entire villages, with grown men refusing to leave their huts to go to work, lest a rampaging
I don't blame
them into a statistic.
I don't blame him.
I do not blame him because I'm not about to walk outside knowing that I'm about to become a pack.
Man.
I'm about to really walk outside and become a pack.
Tigress had been shot by an especially cruel hunter, which broke several of her canine teeth, leaving her mortally wounded. It's likely that this injury, along with the fact that tigers are one of the few animals that'll actively seek revenge, that drove the tiger to eventually start seeking out easier prey, people. And as a highly intelligent predator, she was constantly adapting and able to consistently avoid capture. When she was finally taken down, it was clear from the nasty injuries the tiger had sustained that she was not the villain of this story. That doesn't change the fact that she went out as the most prolific man-murker in nature. And if you think you're safe because you don't live in Asia, just keep in mind that there are more tigers in the United States than in the rest of the world combined.
You should be worried.
Yep.
You should be worried.
Very worried.
Yo, shout out to Casual Geographic, man. This was a good video.
It was, though.
It was a good video. Yo, we're going to definitely check out some more stuff from him if we got more horror stuff. Well, yeah, man. Shout out to Casual Geographic, man. Show us some love and support, man. Go subscribe to his channel. Subscribe to us as well, man. Anime Horror Gang, man. You already know, man. We're family for life over here, man. And we can't wait to put out some more videos for y'all, man. We got our 1 year anniversary, man. It's almost close to celebrating, man.
Yeah.
Yo, man. We love y'all so much, man. Thank y'all for y'all love and support so much, man. Please share our videos as well, man. We'll see y'all next time to the next reaction.
See you next time.
Deuces! Anime Heart Gang, man.